I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch. Pop up clean room, everyday celebration. Take a trip vacation.
You deserve a day. You deserve a day. Gabagool. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. It's a big day today for New York sports, baby. Let's get it.
Pull up on me. We just chillin'. At the spot. What time? Anytime. Pull up on me. We just coolin'. The chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up. Meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you bet your ass it is indeed a good morning here at the U. And I tell you what, there's a big return tonight, folks. Hi. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't have to tell you, but you knew I had to do it. All right, I might got more surprises for you guys later. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, big night. Everybody is talking about the return of Juan Soto, the one Juan Soto. We don't got to say sign the contract, big boy, anymore because he already signed the contract. And he signed it in the wrong place. But anyway, we're not going to go down that path. We're going to have a beautiful day. The New York Knicks are looking to win their series against the Celtics. See, Pete Simonetti knows other sports, all right? So before anybody, I know my other sports, okay? Today is a big, big day. And first and foremost, I wanted to say I got my
cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
This is amazing. Let me tell you something. No matter where we travel to, Jira still knows how to throw down a beautiful cup of coffee. I tell you the truth, it's phenomenal. Actually, what am I talking about? I made this cup of coffee this morning. I made a brilliant cup of coffee this morning, okay? It wasn't even her. I love her, but it wasn't even her. It was me. Oh, yeah, that's delicious. That's delicious. But ladies and gentlemen, hey, look, you guys already know what I'm going to talk about today. It's the biggest story out there. I've heard some people go, oh, come on. We don't want to hear about Soto anymore, Pete. We don't want to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys. He's still going to be a big topic of conversation. He has to be a topic of conversation because the wounds are not healed yet. We all know that. The wounds have not been healed. A lot of Yankee fans feel a certain way. And I'm here to break it all down for you guys because that's what I do here at NYYU. It's what we're all about. Real talk for the real fan. So what I want to do, and I want to start off with one little thing. I want to start off with this whole conversation about what are the fans going to do? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here at NYYU, we have said this for years now. Fan how you want to fan. Look, here's the truth. Juan Soto knows it. He's already said it multiple times. He is going to be booed. Everybody knows that. Juan Soto is going to be booed by Yankee fans. He's going to probably hear some things in right field that he's not going to like to hear, that nobody wants to hear. But again, folks, that is called fandom. I think if you got realistic Yankee fans that are just going to be open and honest about everything, they're obviously going to tell you, look, the 1 year here was phenomenal. The 1 year that we got of Juan Soto, in my opinion, and I'll say this all the time, I'll even say it to my best friend himself, it wasn't enough. We all consider, me as a Yankee fan, I can sit here knowing that he's a Met. And I can sit here and say, we didn't get enough of Soto in pinstripes. Because the little taste that we got was some of the best baseball I remember. The little taste that we got of that man donning the pinstripes. And I'll say it again. He's never looked better in another uniform than the uniform of the New York Yankees. But I'll say it now. I talked about this all last night up until about 3 in the morning. Okay? He had, in my opinion, and you can argue with me all you want, hell, I'd even like to hear some people throw it out there and talk about it. The biggest home run in Yankee playoffs since 2009. The significance of that at-bat against Gaddis and that ball leaving, the at-bat when he's fouling the best pitchers off and he goes, I got you. He looked at Gaddis and he said, I got you. And then, after saying that, he sends the Yankees to the World Series. I've seen people bring up Greg Bird, Didi Gregorius, DJ LeMahieu against Houston. Not close. The biggest Yankee playoff homer, maybe since Hideki Matsui in the World Series in 2009 against Pedro Martinez, came off of the bat of Juan Soto. And that's it. And what I'm getting at here is I think real Yankee fans, not even real, I don't want to say real Yankee fans, I think fans that are being logical would sit there and go, no doubt about it. I respect the player. I respect what he did for the year he was here. I respect all of that. But I can't sit there and I can't cheer him right now because he's a Met. And that's fandom, folks. So for some people even out there really trying hard to defend Soto to not be booed, this is Pete Simonetti sitting here. I'm the guy. I love Juan Soto. Look, let me tell you guys. Let me give you guys a little secret. Juan Soto knows I love Juan Soto. He was my favorite player to watch when he even came up with the Nationals. I got videos of Soto going back to his National days. Always wanted him to be a Yankee. So if you watch my video when I had to announce that he became a Met, oh yeah, you could tell that I'm crushed. Trying not to show it, but definitely a little bit crushed. No doubt about it, because who the hell didn't want to see him and Aaron Judge for the next 6, 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it is that Judge is going to play? Who didn't want to see that? But the fact of the matter is, folks, this comes down to fandom. It is fandom. He went to the Mets. He went somewhere else. We don't get to have Hal Steinbrenner run out to right field and go, boo, boo. We don't get that opportunity. Fans don't usually get the opportunity to boo a Brian Cashman, a Hal Steinbrenner. We don't get that chance. Scott Boras isn't walking out on the field or right field. You don't get that opportunity to boo a Scott Boras. But you do get the opportunity to boo the guy who helped us get to the World Series and had a career year. To the point, he had an MVP level season. He finished third. Probably, and I'm looking around now, the best duo that we've got to see in a very, very long time. And why many of us, many Yankee fans, are really more upset. It's because we are not going to get a chance to see where that would have went to. Now, again, I've went to Citi Field. Beautiful field. It is. It's no doubt about it, a beautiful field. But as Yankee fans, I got a little message for us. You can't sit there and keep calling them little brother and then be mad that he went to little brother. If they're little brother, keep them. Don't make them significant. Steve Cohen's already doing that. He's trying to make them as significant as humanly possible. He got the headlines, we know that. But if they're little brother, then he went to little brother. That was his choice. He will live with that choice. But you can't sit around and yell all day that the Mets are this insignificant bunch and then rip your hair out because he's a Met. That's just the way I see it. Juan Soto, again, knows I love him. He is, no doubt about it, one of my favorite players that I've ever got a chance to watch. And the day he became a Yankee, everybody got to see what my reaction was. And at the end of the day, he signed the contract. He decided to move on from the Yankees. And yes, indeed, he's going to be booed. When he said yesterday, it's going to be 50,000 against one. What you guys don't know, the one person he was talking about was Pete Simonetti. So Juan, I tell you what, brother. Oh, it's going to be loud tonight at Yankee Stadium, no doubt about it. Here's all I'll say, and I'm going to make this very, very simple. Again, I don't tell anybody how to fan at all. I don't tell nobody how to fan, and I will not tell anybody how to fan. Only thing I will say is, hopefully nobody does anything stupid that makes all of us Yankee fans look bad. I mean, throwing anything at them, doing anything like that. That, to me, is when it goes way too far and it's stupid. So hopefully Yankee fans don't do that. And the worst he gets is boos. And they yell at Soto and let it out. Go ahead and do that. But hopefully nobody does anything stupid. Nobody throws anything on the field where Soto is in right field. That's all. Because nobody deserves that. At the end of the day, we can be mad all we want about him going to the Mets. He did what he felt was best. What his family may have felt is best. And that's it. And that's it, folks. It is what it is. I know me personally, I will certainly remember what last year was like. No doubt about it. Last year was different. It felt different. Last year was a very, very different feel to the ball club. Soto, Judge back-to-back. I don't know if we'll see something like that again. And don't get me wrong, this year we got guys stepping up. Ben Rice looks amazing. He's wearing number 22. Trent Grisham has been unbelievable. A lot of good things. Slime since 09. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, man.
Thank you for being a friend.
But the great news is we got game season live for you guys tonight. Me and Francis are calling tonight's game. We're calling tomorrow's afternoon game together. And then Sunday, we will be live at Legacy Bar and Grill, calling that game as a game season live. And like I said, folks, that is going to be something where everybody's allowed in. It is free entrance, and it is going to be an unbelievable event. Rumor out there on the street, I'm going to give everybody a little heads up. rumor out there on the street is there's gonna be some giveaways that night. So if you're in the area, if you're gonna stop by, you might walk away with some nice autographs. And hell, who knows? You might even walk away with an autograph of one Juan Soto. Maybe Judge. I don't know. I'm just saying. Last time we had Glaber, Judge, Louis Heel, Soto. Just saying. Just saying. You might walk away with something really, really nice. But again, guys, the series is going to be a good one. I do want to shout out Aaron Boone on one thing. Aaron Boone today, Ryan Yarbrough, I love you. You've been awesome for us. We're going to have Max Fried start against the New York Mets. So the Yankees are going to run out Carlos Rodon tonight, Clark Schmidt tomorrow, and then Sunday's game that we're calling live at Legacy Bar and Grill, the Yankees are going to be running out Max Fried that game. So let me tell you guys, man, it is going to be an electric series. And yeah, look, there's no doubt about it. Fans are hype. Fans are in their feelings. And it is because of Soto being back. That's what everybody is bugging out about. That is what everybody's going crazy about. But again, man, for me, it's very simple. It's as simple as this. For a lot, again, just to sum up what I just talked about when it comes to Soto, the fans are gonna boo him. That is your right. That is Yankee fans' right to go ahead and boo Soto. At the end of the day, we know what he did with us. We all understand that. Then he left. Of course, you're gonna get booed. That's gonna happen. We know that. All I say from Yankee fans is keep it to boos. Keep it to boos, and that's it. You always get somebody out there who, for whatever reason, they want to stand out. They want to do something extra. Hey, I'm the guy who did no. Don't embarrass all of us. Don't embarrass all of us. If Soto deserves anything from Yankee fans, fair game. Go ahead and boo him. But don't do anything other than that stupid, crazy. Leave it alone. Boo him like there's no tomorrow if you like. Trust me, he can handle it. He can certainly handle it. There's no doubt about that. And leave it at that. I, for one, Pete Simonetti, said this a million times. I'll say it again. Will I be booing Juan Soto? No. I will not be booing Juan Soto because let me explain to you guys why. Let me get a cup of coffee real quick. Cup of coffee in the big time, folks. Some of you may say, Pete, why will you not boo Juan Soto, Pete? Why you? Pete, you are a voice of the Yankee fans. The Yankee fans are loving NYYU. It's growing so quickly. Why will you not boo Juan Soto? I'll make it very simple for you guys. I do not boo my good friends, damn it. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to boo a friend, all right? I'm going to leave it at that. That's my guy, okay? I remember what he did, damn it. I'll let all the other fans go ahead and boo him. They can do it. They can do it. I'm not going to do it, damn it. But anyway, folks, before we go ahead and we jump into all of your voicemails, because trust me, man, I'm not the only one who wanted to speak today. I know that for a fact. A lot of you wanted to speak. And can I say one thing, too? NYYST last night, if you want to hear Christian's opinion of this, if you want to hear Francis's opinion of this, they did an amazing job last night together on that show. I'm so happy that we were able to get that show done. They were phenomenal last night. Go ahead and catch that one. Go back to it if you want to hear what Francis's opinion was. It wasn't very different than mine, to be honest. Me and Francis have kind of been on the same page when it comes to Soto and how we feel about him coming back and how we feel about him in general. So, Soto knows there'll be some fans out there that are going to be, happy for him. And, we're okay with it. It is what it is. We've moved on, but we're not going to sit there and beat this guy up. But they did an unbelievable job last night. No doubt about it. It was top notch. Well, you guys know we're always excited to have a little cup of coffee in the big times with you guys and talk some Yankee baseball in the morning here on All Rise. Ooh, let me get another little sip of coffee here. But we're also always excited to attend Yankee games in person, which is why I want to give the official sponsor of All Rise, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. Right now, you get tickets to Yankee games, MLB games, concerts, and so much more. And with SeatGeek being MLB's official marketplace, your tickets are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled to your account after purchase. And like I told you guys before, the website and the app is extremely easy to use. I am proud to say I already used my $20 off on a $50 or more purchase. That was very, very simple to do. Tickets right now, again, Met Series are up there, but hell, if you still wanted to attend, you get $20 off. Go ahead and buy your tickets today. The app, like I said before, man, very, very easy to use. And you know the U came through for you. You can use the code UNDERGROUND for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first order of $50 or more. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have your code automatically added to your account. So once again, I say thank you, SeatGeek. I appreciate you. Moving on from that, Rod Thompson with the super chat, my brother. Ross says, Pete, I love you. You are family, but I'm booing Soto in the DR while eating gabagool. I'm going to be honest with you, brother Ra. I don't think you're getting gabagool in DR, to be honest. I got to be honest, brother. I got to be honest with you. I got to be real with you. I don't think you're getting gabagool in DR. Now, somebody in DR could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's the easiest place you're going to be sitting there finding a little gabagool. I mean, you might have been mangoo, but not gabagool. You ain't getting it over there. I'm sorry to bother you on that one, brother, but I don't think you're gonna get it over there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed your time. I know you guys want to talk about this. Actually, matter of fact, before I move on to that, the New York Yankees 25-18. They are now 4 games up in the American League East. The New York Mets, 28-16. They are 2.5 up over those Fighting Phillies. But again, folks, the Mets have the second best record in the third best record in baseball, I believe. Yes, the third best record in baseball behind the Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. So again, guys, when it comes to the win-losses, forget about Soto and all that. This is going to be a tough series overall for the Yankees. Very, very good teams. And I cannot wait to call all 3 of these games. It is going to be phenomenal. But ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Voicemail time. Let's go.
Hey, Pete Francis, Macho King in the house. How you doing? The underground, yeah. Well, it took a few days for the Macho King to figure out what happened on Saturday, and I might not like it, but I've accepted it. It was an honor and a privilege to be part of such a worthy cause, yeah. And I hate cancer's guts! But when guys were coming up the bat and apologizing in advance, I knew Team Jordan was doomed, And Pete, this is no way to treat your Uncle Macho, you big I'm too old for this shit. Next time I might pull up a lawn chair next to Uncle Dom and just commentate, yeah, because I pulled about half of my muscles in my body before the game and the other half during the game, yeah, and I even took a bat to the foot. And that's what I'm forward to, yeah! Because this is rough business, And I hope DJ still is feeling better after his tumble, yeah. I feel bad because he subbed in for me so I could go get a glizzy, and by the time I was done, he was laying on the ground, and the score was 65-0. Yeah, those teams are about as lopsided as a pair of Dusty Roses titties! But congrats to Dane Pete for savagely beating Team Jordan to the point where the traffic on the GWB was a nice change of pace, yeah. And I know I'm going for OT on this voicemail, but it's Francis Friday, and you know how we do.
Oh, shit.
The New York Mets are coming to the stadium. Everybody knows the Yankees ain't afraid of them. The champs of April, that's as far as they go. I don't give a shit if they got Juan Soto. He took all the money to play for little brother. But that's what you get for listening to your mother. You might get treats for your friends and family, but no matter where you head, don't you stole your daddy, yeah! And to all my macho maniacs and mama stay macho out there in the madness. And everybody have a safe and blessed weekend, you pig! Oh, yeah! Macho!
Oh, man, he never misses, does he? I mean, Macho, really, this guy, he never misses, folks. He never misses. You can try and try and try, but the one thing about this man, he will never miss. Oh, that Macho King is one of a kind, ladies and gentlemen. You may even say he's the...
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
You may say he's the cream of the crop, damn it, because I think he is. And don't worry, Uncle. There'll be a game next year, my friend, and you know what? I'd be honored. I'm going to say this now. We're probably about a year away. I'm going to say this right now, and I don't care. I'm going to say it now. Macho King, my friend, if you sit there and you decide, hey, look, I don't need to play in this game, I will be honored if you manage Team Pete. Yeah, you heard me right, Mach. I think you need to put your manager's cap on and come on over to Team Pete and be our manager, Mach. Because let me tell you something. Me and Francis might be really good at hyping everybody up. But we all know that you, my friend, are the cream of the crop. And if you decide next year that you don't want to play in this game because before the game started, you pull half your muscles. When it started, you pull the other half. If you decide that I'm going to put the manager cap on, well, Team P got a spot for you, brother. And it is the head coach, the manager, the head honcho. You, my friend, can manage the team that will go into next year as undefeated. That is indeed Team Pete. Let's move on, guys.
Hey, Pete. Happy Friday. Can't wait for this anticipated Subway Series. And listen, I just want to say, I think at this point in time, it all kind of worked out for the best, right? I mean, here we are. Our offense, seems to be doing really well.
Yeah.
And, look, Soto got his money. You don't see too many 19, 20-year-olds turning down $400 million, back when he was a National. And so, this was his plan, and I give him credit. Look, he believed in himself, and he got his deal. Our offense is doing really, really well. And, listen, we wouldn't have Fried, which, considering Cole and Hill being down, and we would still have Judge playing center field, so our defense also got better. So I'm happy with that. Question is, with the offensive numbers being where they are, I'm not so sure they're going to get much higher. Maybe you get a little bit more production from Bellinger and some other guys. But we might see that level off a bit. So I'm kind of curious who you think we should, what you think we should be doing towards the trade deadline. Probably going to be focusing on pitching. Maybe someone like from Texas, forget the pitcher's name, but anyway, he's like in his late 30s. He played for the Yankees at one point.
Nate Eovaldi.
But anyway, I think he would be a good guy to get.
Yeah.
And listen, the offense is doing well, so I think what we really need to do is maybe upgrade our pitching staff. Starting relief pitching and see where we go from there. But listen, people are going to fan. Let them do what they want.
That's right.
Get closure. Move on. And let's see what we can do this year. Have a good weekend.
That's right. Great voicemail, man. Really to the point, locked in, very, very good. And no, you're 100% right about that. Fans are going to fan how they want. Like I said, man, my message is already out there. Can't tell fans how to fan. Obviously, Soto's going to get booed. He knows he's going to get booed. Like I said, man, just don't make Yankee fans look bad overall. Booing is fine. Booing is a normal thing. I just don't want nobody to do anything stupid. Because there's always one idiot out there. There's always one moron, and there could be much more than that. especially with a series like this that everybody's been anticipating for a long time. There's a different feel in the city today. I can feel it. I can feel it. Everybody has anticipated this. And again, the Knicks are a win away from advancing. So everybody's also hyped about that. It is a big, big day today for New York sports. There's no denying that. Everybody's aware of that. When it comes to the deadline for the Yankees, I mean, look, you still got time to kind of figure out, is Louis Hill going to be healthy? Now they're talking maybe July at some point. I've always said I think he comes back in August, but, we'll see where that is. What are we going to see from DJ LeMahieu? I know that sounds stupid, but Oswaldo Cabrera likely will not be back this year. He is going to require surgery, so they're kind of doing second opinions and all that. And I do want to share something with you all from Waldo Cabrera. So if you guys heard my message, and the reason why I want to share this with you all is because this community here is one, right? NYYU is one strong community that we are really developing together as just something spectacular that is growing so quick. Trust me, guys, if you guys get to hear the things that people say about us, and not even just Jordan, but a lot of people that are involved in New York in the community, very heavy. They love what we're doing. They love that we're putting the community first. They love that we're doing things here in the Bronx, that we're not saying, hey, we're doing an event, but the event's going to be in downtown Manhattan. They're like, no, I love that you guys do it here, that you represent what you talk about. You show it. You walk the walk. You talk the talk, and you walk the walk, of course, is the right saying. I had it backwards. But I did want to share this from Oswaldo Cabrera because I feel like this message has to do with you guys also, because I put out that video after that game when he broke the ankle. And I said that, prayers up from the NYU community to Oswaldo Cabrera to get better, get healthy. Prayers to him. He responded to that video and he said, thanks for everything, fam. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, with a heart there. So I wanted to share that with you guys too, because that is not just a message directed to me. That is a message directed to each and every one of you guys and your support here at NYYU. So shout out again to Waldo Cabrera for that. And yeah, folks, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Here we go. Oh, wait, I got to delete this one because that's the one we just played. And here we go.
P.J.
There he is.
Father Francis and all my fam, all rise. He's feeling a little melancholy today as this Subway Series begins.
Okay.
I'm not one to bash Mr. Juan Soto. I will not boo him. I'll remember what he did for us, Pete. And that was bring us home to the World Series championship. He got us. He got us there. He helped get us there. Let's face that. Without that homer, it's a different story. So I look at all the good. But like I said, Pete, I'm feeling a little up and down right now about how I'm going to react. I'm not going to boo. I'll tell you that. I will not be doing that. So I got a little ditty. Not a P. Diddy, but
I was about to say, hey, yo.
I've looked at one from both sides now, from ups and downs, and still somehow it's our illusions I recall. I really don't know one at all. Pete, I don't know. He's a Met now. I don't know what's going on. But I will tell you this. He will be that same son of a bitch that will work the count and do some damage. So, Booty, be smart, Booty. Don't let him beat you. Let him hit his homers. Just win the series, Yanks. Win the series. They embarrassed you last year.
They did.
Win the series.
Good point.
Don't fire him up. And you don't need to fire him up more by booing him. So let's keep it quiet. You can fan the way you want to, but I would do it this way. Don't ignite Juan Soto. Love you guys. Let's go!
Well, I mean, the funny thing is he decided to get hot like before this series. So that to me is like the most comical thing of all, is that Soto decided that, now's a good time for me to go ahead and get absolutely hot and start smoking the baseball. So that, wonderful of him. We appreciate it. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. My brother Mike Thompson goes, what up, brother Pete? I ain't got time booing Soto this weekend. We just need the Yankees to win the damn series. By the way, please excuse my brother Ra as he also boos his family members. Oh my goodness, Rod Thompson. Oh, the brothers Thompson are going at it. Oh my goodness, the brothers Thompson. They are going at it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. You got to stay on the side when they go at it, all right? Stay on the sidelines, okay? Oh, let's keep it going, folks. Everybody's hype.
Hey, Pete, Francis,
What
if
up,
you're
brother?
there today, Jira, chat, William Henry here. Just wanted to say that NYYST last night with Christian and Francis was great regarding the discussion of Soto. If you haven't had the chance, please go back and listen to it. Speaking of Soto, I do hope that the most the Yankee fans do tonight is to respectfully boo Soto and they don't give him the Altuve treatment with all the cursing and everything. For me, I still have great memories of going to the NYYU event on September 14th last year at Yankee Stadium. Seeing Soto up close in right field made it really, really special. That said, as a Yankee fan, I still hope Soto strikes out tonight with the bases loaded in the top of the ninth and we win by 1 run. Most important, is there going to be a designated spitters on Sunday night, Pete? And is there going to be another pass or smash? If there is, please don't make the choice too easy, Pete, and pick like a Sierra Santos or something. A couple weeks ago, Pete, I think I sent you an email with a couple of suggestions. Anyway, I'm out. Take care. Bye.
Oh, man. William Henry's a freak, man. I tell you what, that man is rising in the ranks of some of the best here at the U. I tell you that. My man said, hey, look, man, I know we're talking about Juan Soto and all this big news happening here around Major League Baseball and in New York City, but hold on a second. Is smash or pass going to happen? That's what I want to know. Well, here's the issue with that. I mean, no, I can't do that. I was about to say something that was wild. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're going to respect everyone. Let me just shut up before I say anything else. Sunday, there will not be a designated spitters because Sunday we're going to be busy calling the game. So me, Francis, Kev, Jira, we're all going to be at Legacy Bar and Grill on Sunday. As you guys already know, that is typically DS Day. We will be doing that. I got a little secret that I want to share with anybody that's going to be there. We are also trying to set it up where we are going to be doing a Q&A after the show. So after Game Season Live ends, we may be doing a Q&A inside Legacy, maybe get, 5-6 questions. Jira will be out there. She'll have the microphone for you guys and, she'll be able to get you guys to throw some questions our way. It's going to be amazing, man. Oh, Roy, you're gonna be there, Roy. I'm gonna hit you up. I got your message. I gotta hit you back. My bad, brother. We've been so busy trying to plan this stuff out because a lot of people, there's a lot of work that goes into this. And again, man, look, I gotta shout out Jordan one more time, and I have to shout him out again for allowing us to take over Legacy on a Sunday. They open at 12 that day, but we're taking it over early. We take a whole portion out that probably sits. 2, 4, 6, 8. In the area that we call that game, they could probably sit about 10 to 12 people. So you're kind of taking that area away just for us and opening your restaurant to do that. So, always shouting out Jordan. Always love to Jordan. He's very salty right now, and it's okay. I get it. I understand. He's very salty, but it's all right. We're going to let that pass because what he's doing for us on Sunday. So, Sunday's going to be amazing, guys. But like I said, at night, we're not going to do a DS. We're probably going to do more of a, like I said, man, we're probably going to do a little bit of a Q&A. We could wrap up the whole series. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But let's go ahead and keep the voicemails going. Here we go.
Yo, Pete, what's going on?
What
great
up, brother?
show. Both teams, Yankees and Mets, playing well. This is one of the most, exciting Subway series because you combine that with, of course, the whole Soto drama. I just want to talk about Soto. I know he's not on the Yankees. It's like, he's like beating a dead horse. Everyone's talked about him enough. But now with the Mets coming to town, could talk about it because it's obviously, logical to talk about with him coming. Anyway, so the reason why I think a lot of Yankees fans have a lot of hatred for Soto, and I'm obviously a huge Yankees fan included, is, I don't hate the guy, but it's because the entire year, and he never said he was coming back, but there was a whole lot of and like he never did this as much with the Nationals or the Padres or anyone. A lot of interacting with the fans, and I went to multiple games in right field. A lot of interactions with the fans after every inning, before every inning, during innings even. Way more than any other team. Like I've looked at videos of him on the Nationals and Padres. He didn't do that nearly as much. Always smiling. Obviously, just was built for the moment. Like super clutch. Had his best offensive season ever behind Judge. So there's like a lot of factors that I think Mets fans and other fan bases are not taking into consideration when they think about Yankees fans of being salty about the guy leaving. And again, I always said I thought he was going to be a Met because Cohen just. I'm not going to get into Cohen and but he's got a lot of money that he shouldn't have because of things he's done. But anyway, so that guy's richer than anyone. So I always knew he was going to be a Met. But long-winded call. But the point of what I'm trying to say here is that. I understand why Soto went to the Mets, but if you're like an outside fan looking in, you have to understand why Yankees fans are mad. It's more than just, he took $5 million more. He really seemed like he was built for the moment and like built to be a Yankee, and like his interactions with fans, he was always smiling, which by the way, he barely smiles on the Mets. I've been to 2 Mets games and watched him a couple times. He's like never smiling on the Mets, which, just something to think about. But yeah. Just other fan bases have to keep in mind, if you were in our shoes, right, and you guys had Soto, your team, let's say, and then the same thing happened to you, he was, like, super happy with you guys and, like, always interacting with fans, and then he just left and, like, took slightly more money or whatever, and he was almost leading you on in a way, it felt like. Your fan base would also hate the guy. The Yankees didn't owe him. He didn't owe us anything. He didn't owe the fans anything. He didn't owe the team anything. He's his own person. But it's human nature to be, angry at him. So he's going to get booed heavy tonight. Long-winded call there, but just wanted to hear your take on that, Pete. All right, take care.
Yeah, man, no, phenomenal call. I mean, really, really a great voicemail. And look, at the end of the day, if you guys need to hear anything from me, I can tell you and all but guarantee that Soto, he loved being a Yankee. There's no denying that. I know that as fact. But at the end of the day, look, he did what he felt was best. And look, the Mets have I think sometimes people are also kind of forgetting this, is that the Yankees are doing good. The Mets have the 3rd best record in baseball. A lot of the conversation about the Mets where they're pitching. Well, David Stearns has done a really, really good job over there of putting together a staff that can still do good. And look, Soto, he went to where he went. And look, one other thing I think people got to remember, because I've even saw Yankee fans go as far as saying, but, after the Yankees lost and blah, 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 he said all 30 teams are available to me and blah, 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 blah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you, he's a Scott Boras client. That is extremely scripted. He knows what he's supposed to say. That's one of the great things that Scott Boras does. He trains his guys very, very well. What would you want Juan Soto to say right there? And I heard Michael Caven kind of rip him for this, and other people were ripping Soto for this. Folks, the whole idea that people out there are upset that, he didn't say, hey, I want to stay here. He was a free agent, arguably one of the biggest free agents of all time. What would you have wanted Soto to say in that moment? It's not going to happen. That's not the way it goes. That's not the way this stuff works. At the end of the day, one thing I remember, take this how you want. Out of every Yankee, he was the last guy off the field when they lost. Just saying. He was the one guy that was sitting there looking at the field, seeming very upset that they lost that game. You might sit there and go, well, maybe he was saying I'm not going to be a Yankee. Whatever you think it was going on in his mind. I know I saw somebody there that was the last person off that field, and people want to rip him because he said, well, I'm available to all 30 teams. Well, that is the reality of it. He was available to all 30 teams. It's kind of how it goes. That's how that works. He was available to all 30 teams. And he's not going to sit there and go, well, I just want to be a Yankee. All right, well, there goes my negotiations. Scott Boras would be like, is there something wrong with you? No. You're available to everybody. My job as an agent is to make you the most money. So you got to listen to what I'm telling you. Please, people are just people like to look into absolutely every bit of everything, and it is what it is. Let's keep it going, guys.
Yo, Pete. And
What up, brother?
Francis, I'm pretty sure you're going to be there. It's Friday.
Nah, he's not today.
Yo, we got the Mets coming in town, and I just wanna say this to you, Pete, because you know you my guy, $100 grand, but all that Soto love gotta stop for the weekend, man. All that shit has to stop. We don't need him coming in here doing Soto things and all that. So stop all that love and jinxing, talking about he hot. He's gonna go cold now. Okay, he's gonna go cold for this weekend, and we're gonna at least take 2 out of 3 from these guys. Last year they swept us. We need to get back. But yeah, all that Soto love, Pete, just relax for 3 days, all right? All right, I'll holler at y'all.
Appreciate you, brother, but Pete Simonetti will never be told what to do. That is one. That is a big, big no-no. Anytime somebody tells Pete Simonetti what to do, I typically elevate that like by 10 because that's just how the way Pete Simonetti runs his life. If you tell me, hey, don't be doing this, Pete. Come on, Pete, it's your program. I get it. But come on, brother. You can't be sitting out there rooting for Juan Soto. First of all, I'm not rooting for Juan Soto. I've never said I'm going to root for Juan Soto. All I've said is me personally, I am not going to boo the guy. I'm not going to sit out there and say, hey, look, I wish him bad. I've seen Yankee fans wish him injury, which is bananas. It's batshit crazy. Like I said, you want to go to the stadium, boo the man. He knows he's going to get booed. But I'm not going to sit there and boo Soto. I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm never going to do that. It's all it is. He didn't say, the boy wonder says he said it at the wrong time. He didn't say it at the wrong time. I see people still saying this, and I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, he's just defending Soto here. Garrett Cole, Boris Klein, you want a little comparison? Didn't even wear his team's hat. He wore a Boris Corp hat immediately after the last out. And he sat there and said, I'm a free agent. The boy wonder says, yes, he should say he wants to be a Yankee. All right, we're going to move on. Let's go ahead to the next voicemail. Lord have mercy.
What's up, Pete? It's Tyler here. Very excited for the Subway Series tonight. I will be at the game tonight, and I know the biggest topic of conversation is obviously Juan Soto.
Indeed.
Listen, I'm fully on board with booing that guy when he comes up to bat tonight, but all I want to say is if he is playing out in right field tonight, I just hope there's no fans that, you know, start throwing stuff at him because I know Yankee fans, they do get a little chaotic sometimes, and, you know, sometimes they do throw stuff on the field, which I don't like, so I'm just hoping they don't do that.
Agreed. I agree.
So I'm just hoping we stay classy tonight as fans. You can boo them all you want, but, you know, don't be throwing stuff. That's not the way, obviously, we want to treat players nowadays. And obviously, we need good calls for on tonight. So let's get this W and go Yanks.
Yep, no doubt about it. And look, that to me, that really, really sums it up. That sums it up very, very well. I think you were spot on with everything you said right there is, look, booing is one thing. Go ahead, boo the shit out of him, man. Boo him. Boo him all you want. Yankee fans are going to do it either way. And Reggie Jackson had a great line. Bums don't get booed. To me, if I left the Yankees and I came back and they booed the shit at me, I'm like, I'm wearing that as a badge of honor. You know what I mean? That they understand what they lost. You know what I mean? They understand that me leaving was significant enough that they're going to boo the shit out of me when I come back. And he's that type of player. There's no doubt about it. So yes, indeed, that voicemail was 100% spot on. Go ahead, boo Soto. You know he's gonna get booed. Hopefully nobody does anything stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think every Yankee fan agrees with that. You don't want to, don't do nothing stupid. It doesn't make sense. Everybody's favorite. Here he is, Simon. I'm gonna say this before Simon comes on. He's been pretty tough. He's been pretty tough in 2025. Let's see what we get from Simon. Here we go.
Good morning, Pete. This is the Bella Vista Bocce Master of Bella Vista in New Haven. How you doing? Well, tonight is the Subway Series, and I got news for those choking Mets. The gift from God is going to strike tonight. Yeah. We're going to strike big with the iron is hot. The gift from God is going to get 3 home runs. I see good things for the Yankees. We will beat the Mets because, let's face it, folks, we're still in first place, and we got 27 World Championships. And you know how the Mets choke every year, folks. They choke and they choke and they choke. It's like flushing your toilet every time you go to the bathroom. So that's how the Mets are. They may have Soto, but we have the gift from God because the Bella Vista Bocce Master says so. We're gonna sweep the Mets. We're gonna sweep them good and send them back to Citi Field packing. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on, NYY Underground forever. Smacking the likey, hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Ball game over. The Yankees beat the Mets. The Yankees beat the Mets. Bye, Pete.
I love the ending. Bye, Pete. Wow. Simon Redemption Tour. Holy shit. That was good. Now, nobody can sit there and say that wasn't a good Simon voicemail. That was solid. Let me tell you something, man. Wow, Simon is back. He has redeemed himself from the ground back to the top. Oh, that's my Simon.
And Aaron Judge is a gift from God.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. What a bounce back by Simon. Here we go with Joey, who called Simon a serial killer. The bocce killer of Bella Vista. Absolutely wild. Let's see what my good friend Joey got for us, baby. Let's go.
Hey, this is Joey from the Bronxy.
What up, brother?
And this is how I think of the situation with Soto and how the fans should treat him. To me, there's Soto the player, and then there's Soto the person. Soto the player, I'm a big fan of, remain a big fan of, because let's face it, he's a generational talent. Soto the person is a generational prostitute, and that's the part that we need to boo. Now, I'm not against anybody making their money. I'm the last person to bitch about that. But there's a red line. If it's money over glory, if it's money over legacy, if it's money over the chance to make history, then you're a bitch. And I believe that Soto the person is a bitch. He's Steve Cohen's bitch. And in that vein, I think the fans should not just boo, but don't throw anything at him like bottles or shit like that. Nothing to cause any injury. But if you have to throw something, throw $1 bills. Because he's a hoe. Be like, you like to dance for money? All right, dance for me, bitch. Crumble up some dollar bills and throw it at him. Take some thongs, staple $1 bills at the crotch area and throw that in his face. All right? I think he'll like it. I think he'll fucking go down on his knees and start collecting the fucking dollar bills because that's the kind of person he is. And, you know, maybe if he gets too upset, he'll run crying to his sugar daddy, Steve Cohen, because he's the trophy wife of Steve Cohen. But don't worry, you know, Steve Cohen will dry away his tears with $100 bills, and he'll be smiling again. So that's my 2 cents. All right, let's go Yankees. Let's kick his ass.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, I love that man. I tell you what, man, I love that man. I love that man. Joey's my guy, man. I tell you what. Wow, that was friggin' funny. That was funny. I know Juan will find that funny too, man. I know Juan would find that funny. That is absolutely hilarious, man. My man said, do not throw anything at Juan Soto, but if you throw anything, throw dollar bills at him. That is absolutely wild stuff. Alex adds in, Joey welcomes Soto to Murderer's Row early. Wow. That is absolutely hilarious. Lord have mercy, man. Oh, my goodness. I got tears in my eyes from that one. That was hilarious because Joey, by the way, he coined the phrase, the generational prostitute. He coined that phrase. That was his thing back when Soto left last year and he was doing his voicemails then. But wow, to sit there and be like, yeah, you know, boo him. Don't throw nothing at him. But if you do, let it be dollar bills. That's wild stuff. Let's get to the last voicemail. Well, the last voicemail for today's show. We still got multiple voicemails. I can't get to them all, guys. You got to wrap up here. But let's get to one more.
Buenos dias. You know me.
Oh, God, here he is.
Papi chulo numero uno sticking in those Mets culo.
Hey, yo.
Let's go, baby. It's going to be a good weekend,
What?
Pete. I got money on this weekend. I need the gift from God to do his thing. I don't care really about Soto. I mean, he left. Yeah, sad, but I'm already over it. He's going to do his thing, but I want to whip his ass. Especially at home. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose at home to him. But let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's have a good weekend. Love you, Pete. Keep doing your thing. Chat. Let's go. Let's have an all-pro, baby. Can I get an all-pro? All-pro weekend today, baby. Let's go. Love you guys. Late.
I don't know what to say, but I tell you what I'm definitely not gonna do. I'm not gonna play another voicemail because I'll be honest with you, I'm a little scared with where these ones are going right now. So yeah, what we're gonna go ahead and decide that we ain't doing no more. Because yeah, I am a little bit nervous. I am a little bit nervous on where these voicemails are going to go. So ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, much love to each and every one of you guys. You are the absolute best of the best. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And like I said, big series starts tonight. Everybody is hype. Carlos Rodon. I still got one guy I really love. Carlos. You know what to do tonight, brother. Carlos. I didn't even get a chance to talk about you. Soto was pretty easy, to defend while he was here because he's Juan Soto. But Carlos, me and you, we got a special friendship, brother. Because Pete Simonetti has taken all the arrows for you. And this year, you're doing your thing. But I need you to do your thing again tonight. You got to show those Mets what's up tonight. And I'll be calling that game live tonight. Me and Francis, game season live, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, game season live, 1 o'clock. Sunday, we are live at Legacy Bar and Grill. It is gonna be phenomenal. You are not gonna want to miss the event at Legacy. Again, it is free to walk in. Food, drinks, music, giveaways. It'll be like nothing you've ever seen before in your life. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up. But one last thing for you. Bye. See you guys later. Have a good time. Talk to you next time. I'm out.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving away.